Hello and welcome. So I'm going to have a look at the Times Quick Cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Friday the 17th of January 2025, and it's been set by Mara. So this is Mara's first appearance of the year. Their last puzzle was about 28 minutes, which is a long time to spend on a puzzle, but most of the ones before that are in the kind of 13 to 19 minute range. So hoping for something in that range again. Not a lot to say really. Let's reset the timer and crack on. Bird, dog, also heard. Two. I think two can. Extra part of room or extension. I think that's more, isn't it? That's just a hidden word. First of buds, imminent, in flower. B. Okay. Deer with leg cut. Deer with leg cut. That is hind, is it? Tenant is upset about losing money initially. Monthly payment, say. Your rent payment. Rent. Tenant is an anagram of tenant with an M. Whoa. Okay. Oh, tenant is. Okay, so that's 8 with an M. But I still don't know. With an LM maybe? Gosh. And not a new. Don't know. Philly say kenneling a husky. Philly saying kenneling a husky. I assume it's going to be something to do with speaking huskily. Best or otherwise. Pulsating light. Pulsating light is a strobe. That's an anagram, isn't it? Yes, strobe. Nice. Good biff there. Fruity little things peeled tennis gear off. Fruity little things peeled tennis gear. Is that anagram tennis gear? In which case it's tangerines. I think tennis gear looks about right, doesn't it? Follow 4 letters from the editor. Is that to heed? I think that's a hidden word. Heed. Failing isn't rare for device with holes. Failing isn't rare for device with holes. Some kind of recorder, I think. Assignment while filling empty truck. Truck is TK. Task. Task. As entering it for a while. Clerical. Author reportedly. Clerical. Can't think of any authors. Clerical. Not sure. Junior reporter on a cover. Bird runs into bovine. Bovine's crow. Cow and crow. We had that set up the other day. Manage to move inside tram. Manage to move inside tram. Don't quite know what's going on there. Is it just inside tram, which is, it could be, manages to, I'll have a look at that later. Fancy bringing leader of negotiations into lecture. Ornate, all right. Seen that once. Shaped end of word, then too sharp. Ooh, shaped. End of word is a D, then too sharp. Okay. Mutated the gene I, could be 8 letters. Figure is a head. Ooh. Mutated. Effigy. Is that a figure? 80th. 18th. 8. How do I spell 18th? 18. That's the word I'm looking for. 18, I think. 18. E-I-G-H-T. Yeah, 18. There we go. Every bit of newspaper coverage ultimately in vogue. Gosh, every bit of newspaper ultimately in vogue. Every bit of newspaper coverage. All the rage. Yeah, I think that's every bit of newspaper coverage. Every is all bit of newspaper coverage. I think that's all the rage, but I can't quite. Let's put an L there and an A and an E there. Can't quite exactly work that out. Okay, so talk with jazz fan, cat. Something chat about film director. Talk about film director. Oh gosh, is that a particular film director or is that just a film director? Chit chat. What's that? Chit chat. Hitch. Yes. Nice. Hitchcock. Alfred Hitchcock, I suppose. Easy line. Compare. Composed in academic success. That's just an anagram easy line, isn't it? Could put Y in there. Else ends. Line easy. I'll come back to that one. Freezing ale. Bitter. Okay. Saw that bitter in the Guardian QC last week. Some designer tooth. That's not a hidden word. Add tooth. That design bites. Gnat. Yeah, gnat is not a hidden word. Equine sound in chestnut about right. Equine sound is a what do horses neigh. Neigh. Chestnut about right. Put an R somewhere. Okay, well that's gone fairly well on this second look, isn't it? Bird also heard. Cockatoo. I think it is. I had the 2 part in my head somewhere, I think. Dog also. What's that dog? Cocker. Cocker. And Cocker Spaniel. Okay. First of buds, there's my B. Imminent. In flower, or is that a flower, as in a river? Imminent is... names of, I think it's a flower, but... Okay, deer with leg cut. Stag. Yeah, stage. A stage of something on the... What's it on the coming in there? Let's go. Tenant is upset about losing money. Is that a ment? I think it's a ment. Monthly payment. I'm trying to think. It's not pension. It's not an annulment. Okay, let's get over there. Philly, say, kenneling a husky. Is that just an anagram husky? Gosh. Okay. Ooh, let's go. Yeah. Failing isn't rare. Failing isn't rare for device with holes. Isn't rare makes me think take an RA out, but could be an anagram of just isn't rare. But then I've got a T there. Yeah, I've got a T, got an N, got a device with holes. Strainer. Okay. And strainer. I don't know about that. There's my R. Chestnut round. That's a nut. Can't be a nut though. Equine sound. And this one, clerical author. Oh gosh. Author reportedly. I'm in trouble with those two then. So not many do, just enough to annoy me. Shaped then too sharp. End of wood. Shaped end of wood then too sharp. So the. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Just knock this off. I think so. This looks like an anagram of tenant is T E N A N T I S around LM. I've got an L, got a T. I think there's probably an ment at the end of that. Ment, which leaves me S-T-N-A-I, which means nothing. Installment, there we are, installment. Installment. That must be a the, mustn't it? Oh, shaped. Of the end of wood, then too sharp. Then too sharp. Of the shaped. No idea really. This one. Okay, so that's an anagram of inside tram, I think. Let's try inside tram. Inside T-R-M-A, or is the A and the A-N-E, which does not help me a lot. What am I going for? Manage. Administrate, that is. Okay. Administer. Okay, administer. That looks like it could be an anagram of a husky as well. Horse. Maybe. Let's go with horse. I said it's something to do with throats, didn't I? And this was an anagram, wasn't it? Easy line. Gosh, anagram city today. E-Z line. I've got rid of A-N-E-S. A-N-E-S, which leaves me E-I-L-Y. Is there really something that goes in there? Lanies. Academic success. I need to look at that horizontally maybe. So we've got something, something A, something N, something E, something S. Composed in academic success. E-I-L-Y. Doesn't look like it is an anagram actually, given those letters. Lane. What's this? This is blooming. Flower. Blooming. Looming, yep. Okay. Good. So it just leaves these ones here, which are not so nice. I think that's all the rage, but I can't quite work out why it's all the rage. Every bit is all. Bit of every bit. Newspaper coverage. Coverage ultimately is an E. The rag, okay, all the rag with a, yes, a newspaper could be called a rag with an E from whatever that was. A coverage, wasn't it? Clerical is clerical. Are we talking about kind of church people? Author reportedly. Chestnut. I've just got this one. I've got no idea what I'm going to do with this. Shaped end of wood. Then is it just anagram wood? Then I think it is, isn't it? On the too sharp. Okay, let's see that on the what? How does that work? On the what? On the dough? Dow? Was it Dow? Maybe it's D T D then. D N 2. Get rid of 2 O's, leaves me on the dot. There we are. I think that's on the dot. Okay, fair enough. So this. Oh, what's this one over here? Easy line composed in academic success. I think that's probably more like an L going in something. Easy success is. I don't think that's an anagram of easy line. I think that's a bit too easy. Y-L-I-E to go in there. I don't think. I can't see an anagram for that, so I think it's actually put an L into something less success. If that was a less word or a ness, maybe. Okay, L line composed in academic. Academic would be a Don. Gosh, this one, clerical author. I need to think of writers then. No, writer, author. Reportedly, so is it the same? It sounds like the name of an author or something like writer. Can't see how you get to writer there though. Clerical. I'm just going to rewrite it. It surely has to be someone very well known, like Emily Bronte or Shakespeare or Thomas Hardy or Oscar Wilde. equine. Sound in chestnut about right. What's chestnut? Chestnut is a... It's just a type of nut, isn't it? So that doesn't... Yeah, it's an old thing. Equine sound in chestnut about right. Oh. I'm going to put the video on pause while I have a think. Okay, yeah, that one I managed to work out is painless. That's an anagram of line composed in pass, which is academic success. But these two still down here. I'm going to go back to pause mode. Okay, I'm back. I've thought of this is Priestley, isn't it? So I think it's JB Priestley is the thing. So that must be grey, I think. Chestnut, gay, grey. I suppose G-A-Y. Oh, not. Okay, let's find out what I got wrong. Oh, Bray. Ah, bay. Okay, chestnut is a bay. Not something I know particularly. Yeah. Okay. Those last two just kind of, again, holding me up too much that I kind of lost the will to think that last one through. So let's go through the clues. A bird is a cockatoo. Dog also herd. So herd is things that sound like. So you get cocker spaniels and also two. So cockatoo. Extra is more, and we've got part of indicating a hidden word. So that's our first hidden word of the day. In room or extension, so it begins in the M-O-R-E. First of buds is B, imminent is looming, and in flower is blooming. A deer is a stag, and a leg, so if you think of the stage of a race, or the leg of a race, if that's been cut, take the E off it. Instalment is an anagram of tenant is, indicated by upset, put it around LM, the initials of losing money, to get a monthly payment, say, in instalment. A second sound like, so a filly could be a horse with that, so that'd be a horse, type of horse, which would be no A, and then say things that sound like, so kenneling, all kenneling is really doing there, but a husky, if you're husky, you're horse. Don't really understand that exact what that kenneling bit's doing, other than to make it sound better, I suppose. Okay, so now we've got anagram of best or, indicated by otherwise, is strobe, which is pulsating light. We've got an anagram here of tennis gear, indicated by off, and fruity little things peeled, which is tangerines. Fair enough. We've got another hidden word, second hidden word of the day, which is to follow. So if you follow advice, you heed advice. And 4 letters is literally saying take 4 letters from the editor. Failing is saying there's an anagram of isn't rare, which comes out as strainer, and a strainer has holes, definitely. It's a device with holes. We've got an assignment is a task. While is as, so do that while you're doing it. Do that while you're peeling the spuds. Do that as you're peeling the spuds. While and as. Filling empty truck. So empty out the word truck to get a TK and fill it with AS. We've got if you're clerical, then you're being priestly, and I think JB Priestley is an author. So again, we've got another sound like. That's what a third sound like. So 3-2 on the sound likes to hidden words at the moment. We've got junior reporter is a cub, or would have been known as a cub, on the letter A to give us the Caribbean island of Cuba. We've got a bird, which is a crow, runs are into, which is cricket notation, into the bovine, which is a cow. We've got if you manage something, you administer it, and to move is telling us there's an anagram of inside tram. Fancy is ornate, and bring the leader of negotiations, but an N, leader of negotiations is an N, into a lecture, which is to orate. Shaped is telling us an anagram of, and then we want the end of wood, which is a D, anagrammed with then to, and sharp is on the dot. Mutated is another anagram indicator of the geni, which gives us 18, which is a figure number. Yep. Every bit of newspaper So newspapers are known as rags if they're kind of tabloidy. So all the rag, every bit of newspaper is all the rag with coverage ultimate. Put an E from coverage, the last letter of coverage. And if something's all the rage, it's in vogue. I quite like this one. Talk with a jazz. Talk is chit chat. A jazz fan is a cat, and that's going around. Film director Alfred Hitchcock. I think that's what you'd say. We've got easy is painless. We've got line composed. So we've got an anagram of line, INLE, in academic pass, in academic success. So academic success is pass. Freezing, if it's a freezing cold day, it's a bitter day, and ale can be bitter. Our third hidden word here, nat, is in design a tooth. Some is your hidden word indicator, and that comes up quite a lot, and gnats bite. And finally our fourth, so it's a win for the sound alikes today, 4 sound alikes to 3 hidden words. Echoing sound is a bray. We've got a chestnut, about right, so chestnut is part of a bay tree, I suppose. About an half array. So 1915. Yes, silly little mistake there really. Then I dived in with grey without really thinking about it, or thinking through the options, more to the point. So frustrating, but 1915 is about the time I have for Mara. Bit of a slow one maybe, because of those last 3, but otherwise not too bad.